Welcome back to the channel. I'm Lady Nika, and with tonight's episode, which was the season finale for the Have and Have Nots. I know I haven't done love and hip hop Hollywood. I'm gonna come back through right after this, and I'm gonna drop that tonight as well. But I apologize. I wasn't here to do the review yesterday. I was fighting the depression demon yet again, and today around about 12 noon, I got tired of fighting him, and I just was like, I said me a prayer, and I got up, took me a shower, and by the time I got out that shower, my whole demeanor had changed. Child, by his stripes, I was healed. So let's get into this here, because it was a lot that happened. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. If you ever if you ever want to know why I don't just totally walk away from his shows when they drag or whatnot, this is why, because I know in the end he gonna come through. Now a lot of his naysayers are gonna be like, well, this wasn't all that great of a season finale. Well, bitch, it was better than Power, okay? Cause at least his main villain went through something on this at the end of this show, and I was here for all of it. I sure was. Now let's get on into the review right quick. We open back up at the funeral home, okay? We down at the funeral home. Candace, then she's still in shock because she opened up that casket and, little Quincy Jr. was in there. The funeral director was explaining that he needed to confirm whether or not Quincy Jr. looked okay. Benny was saying, we was trying to tell you this is what we was coming down here for, but you wasn't trying to hear the words that was coming out of our mouth. So, basically, Benny tell him that, for right now, we just gonna keep it closed, okay? Now, Candace is saying that he gray. Girl, you must ain't seen too many dead bodies. They always be that way. Benny said he's sorry and that he's sorry she seen that. And she was saying War did that to him. And then she says to Hannah, and you allowed it. You allowed him to hurt my baby. She asked Hannah, what did I ever do to you to make you do this? Girl, your mama ain't had nothing to do with that, okay? She told Hannah she can't wait to see her laying in that casket next so she could spit on her. And Hannah said, you just predicted your own death. But I won't be the one to spit on you. She said, everybody you done never blackmail, scheme, later with, cause problem. Everybody you ever wronged in your life, that is who you will have look down on your body and may want to, give you one more spit for the road. That's what's gonna happen. You just predicted your own death, girl. That's what you did. She urges Candace to go to God. She told Hannah, you go to God. She said, no, I don't want to right now. Hannah admits in this moment, look, I've been mad. I ain't gonna lie, I've been mad as hell because I can't understand why the only thing I ever wanted to do was protect this baby. I couldn't protect him when he needed me the most. So Candace said, so you feel that way, but yet you want to have a funeral at a church? Hannah said, yeah, because no matter how mad I am, no matter how mad I may be, I may be mad, but I ain't crazy. See, I know at the end of the day, God is who brought me, through everything I've never been through. I know the power of loving my Father, which sits in heaven. So even though I'm mad, I still know who God is. Okay. Candace screams at her, say, "I don't want your God. You can have him." Then she tell the funeral director, "We not gonna have no funeral. We're gonna have a cremation." And they go to walk out the funeral parlor. As they walking back, I guess, to the business office, and she turns around and walks right into Catherine crying. Baby, she didn't know what to say to Catherine. Catherine had heard it all. So she walks on past her, right? Hannah told when she walked past with the funeral director to go back there and make the arrangement for this child now to be cremated. Catherine was like, I know a judge, you got custody. We ain't gotta let this happen. Because Benny was like, Mama, she can't do this. Hannah said, no. This her child. Let her make this decision. We ain't gonna fight this no more. I'm done. I did all I could do. I'm not finna fight her on that. She the mother. Let her deal with it her way. It was like, well, she said, well, that's why we down here now. Since she gonna do it that way, we down here now, and we gonna go ahead on and say what it is that we got to say to him right now. I said, ooh, baby, she opened up that little casket. And little Quincy Jr. just was laying there looking so pleasant, like he was just peacefully sleeping. And she began to say a prayer. She had a conversation with God about how she just wanted to make a difference in his life in the little time that he was allowed here. But now, I loved him best, but you know what's best for this situation. So what I need you to do is I need you to be there for him when he not already transcended allegedly, okay? When you receive him, keep him safe. Don't let him be afraid. She said her goodbyes to him in that moment. And she reconciled with God as well. She said, "Oh, you ain't gonna get rid of me that easy. I know you still here. I feel your presence." And as she was talking to him, you could see, man, this lady deserves some type of award. Crystal Fox, kudos to you. I was so impressed with that lady's prayer tonight. How she embodied her character. Hannah, I was here for Hannah. Hannah had me feeling some kinds of way. I knew then I was doing all right in life. Just hearing what Hannah was saying tonight. That's a little deep for some of y'all. We'll talk about it on another video. But baby, she reconciled with God. And afterwards, she said, God has spoken. He had put that in her just that fast. See, child, if you ever feeling like you need to hear, I be one of the main ones. The reason why I can tell you this because I know I be one of them people. For years, I walked around here saying I can't hear him. I'm listening, but I can't hear him. When he ready for you to hear him, you will hear him. And baby, the first time I heard him a couple months ago, I ain't know how to care out no more, baby. I be thinking sometimes I can't hear him, but when I be still, I hear him very well. What it is that I'm supposed to do in my life and the path that I'm supposed to walk on. And that's why you see me steady trying every day to get it right. But baby, she said God has spoken. She let that casket down and all three of them walked out of there hand in hand. I said, yes, God. She did the funeral right then. Now let's go over to Veronica because we finna go into the fuck shit now. Veronica come into that room where Melissa and Jeffrey sleep in, and she looking for Jeffrey. Jeffrey never did show up. She tell Melissa that she can't make Jeffrey come. Well, she tell Veronica I can't make him come home. Veronica said, "Oh yes, you can. Didn't I tell you, girl? Men don't have brains. We think for them." She said, "You don't have to do nothing. But you just lay around here. Do you even take care of yourself? You don't do nothing to try to make this better for me. I'm trying to give you a golden opportunity. And you just sitting here looking like you looking. Girl, what's wrong with you?" She said, "Have you even eaten today?" Melissa said no. So she told her to eat something. Veronica, she told Veronica no. Veronica said, okay, so apparently you want me to shove this down your throat." She said, "You might as well. You shove everything else down my throat." Now, child, next thing we know, we see old girl Melissa get so mad. Veronica gave her the food. She ain't want it. She threw that stuff, the whole tray across the floor, right? She said, "I ain't got time to deal with you today, but you will clean it up, okay?" She said, no wonder Jeffrey didn't want to come home. And in some kind of way, Melissa wound up saying that Jeffrey was gay, but it wasn't in a malicious way. But Veronica cannot deal with the fact that her son is homosexual. She went over there and slapped the bejesus out that poor girl and told her, "What I'm gonna need you to do is get your ghetto ass together and then get up and clean up all that shit you done put down there on my floor." And she left her up in there. Now, the next scene, y'all won't probably talk bad about me because it was Wyatt and Anna. They had a park and it seemed like he kind of, I would say he is anxious. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know what that whole conversation was about. Cause tell you too, I got up and went and got me a snack during that period. So when I came back, all I heard was something along the line of, did he want to go back did he want to go back home, or did he want to go back home and talk? He said yeah, and they walked out. Feel free to put it in the panic, whatever that was about, if you feel like you want to tell me. I don't really care, but if you feel like you want to share it with me, go ahead on and drop that down in the panic for me, will you? Okay. Now, Candace going into her room, down there at the, what it is, the Artesian, and here comes Jim Crowell, talking about, basically he won't sleep with her. He told her she still owe him a whole lot of sex, according to his calculations. She said, "Well, I don't know where you get the calculations from, but okay, try calling that dead end. Try it, okay?" He told her that, She need him because see everybody after you, including War. She was like, "Nah, War ain't after me. War dead." He was like, "No, he ain't. He after you." For you did a whole lot of stuff to people. You know what I'm saying? You did a whole lot to people. So she began to realize. So wait a minute, hold on. You the one that told him that how much money I really got? Jim said, "Yeah." You know that you indirectly was responsible for him looking for me, right? Well, you were directly involved with him looking for me. She said, he hurt my son. And although Jim didn't smirk, it didn't look like he cared nothing about her child being dead. He said, I know about it, but I didn't set that up at all. He said, I didn't set that up at all. But Candace, everything you did, everything that has happened thus far has been because of you. Once again, you can't shoot the messenger, honey. That was the truth. Everything that has transpired because of her greed, her desire to not want to go through the process like she was in law school. You would rather sleep your way to a law degree than to use your mind, which you have a good mind, and get your law degree. You didn't want to do it like that, girl. Everything you've done has led you to this moment here where your child is no longer on this earth, and you really can't get mad at nobody. But I do see that something's a coming for Jim because he told her he don't forget, and she said I don't either. And as he was walking out, she was looking at him like, I'm gonna get you, sucker, you dirty mother. Okay. Mm-hmm. He said, girl, I can't wait to see what's gonna happen when this stuff come back. Now, Veronica comes over to Candace and she dined at the restaurant at the hotel. She tell her, look, girl, it's 4 police officers out there ready to take you to jail. She said, but look, before you go, I want to offer you an opportunity of a lifetime. I need a favor. She said, I know you're used to doing favors for men, but I want to know, can you do me a favor? She said, girl, guess what? It's not about you this time. It's about your little friend, Erica. Erica. So I sent her some flowers. Candace said she threw them out. She said, oh, yeah, she did, but just like the rest of you little ghetto women that ain't never used to having nothing, she liked the vase. So she threw the flowers out, but she went back and got the vase, and in the vase was the camera. And I seen everything that has gone on inside her hotel room. Imagine how I felt as I sat there and watched you and her when I felt like they had you by your balls, if you want to use that word. She said, but look here, girl, don't worry about none of that. She said, I know that y'all got a plan set up to get my David. But here's the thing. Cut me in on that and I'll help you walk on this charge that you're about to get. Because remember, the police is out there waiting on you. She said, I got the wherewithal and I can make this happen. All I need you to do is agree to be a part of this. Candace didn't give her no, said she had to think about it. She said, okay, well, when you get your first phone call, call me. And she come on get her. And they came over there and they arrested her for the murder of Quincy Sr. I said, Girl, Candace walked out that hotel talking about, what you looking at? I said, Lord. Now, Jeffrey is up in that hotel room trying to urge Justin to go and talk to his wife before his mama do. He's telling him, look, man, she mean what she say. Mama ain't as cool as you. My mama crazy. She gonna do this here. Don't let your wife get blindsided. He thinking Veronica won't do it, talking about she won't do that, and trying to make Jeffrey have sex with him yet again. I said, Jeffrey must got that magic stick, because these men get some of Jeffrey, and they just can't get their wherewithals back together. They just be all out here, as Mike even say, willy-nilly, honey, behind a piece of Jeffrey. I don't want nothing that make me that crazy. Child, next thing we know, a notice slid under the door. Jeffrey reads it. It's from his mama. So he opened the door. Him and Jeffrey come out that door. I mean, him and Justin come out the hotel door, the room. And she just casually walking to the elevator like I done said what I had to say. Now deal with it. They come up behind her. She said, oh, I'm headed to court. You didn't come home as I told you. So no more talking, son. And when I get down there, I'm telling his wife why she needs to be recused off of my case. Why did Justin try to reach out to her? She said, go ahead on and touch me. Go ahead, grab on this $4,000 suit. Do it. And I'm going to show you Black Lives Matter. She told Jeffrey, you going to jail for a long time. You are. So be in court And Justin, I'll see you in divorce court. Jeffrey said, don't do anything to hurt Justin. She said, or what? What y'all gonna do? Child, she got in that elevator and headed to court. But when she got down there, before she went up in the courthouse, she stopped by the holding cell down at the jail, honey. She said, Candace, because Candace is now in jail. She said, have you made your mind up? Are you in or you not? Candace said, if I walk on this charge, I'm in. Veronica said, I'll call you. She said, how you gonna call me? I'm in here. She said, oh, not for long, and walked off. I said, come through, girl. Now, David was over at his apartment, and he was wooing on Erica. He just trying to open up and give her everything, and I think it's way too soon, because you don't know enough about this girl. She won't even tell you who this man is, her alleged fiance that has beat her. And here you is offering her to live with you, and now you talk about you finna take her to the store and buy her some clothes, and she tell you about this thrift shop, and you telling her that you never bought a woman nothing from a thrift shop. She talking about, I don't want you to spend no money on me. Lies you telling, Wayne. But he said he going to. And as they getting ready to go, Jeffrey calls to tell him that, look, Veronica, he just left from over here. Mama said she headed to court and I'm going to jail. He told Jeffrey, don't you even worry about it, because if the evidence is inadmissible for Candace, it's inadmissible for you at all, you as well. Now, what you don't do is, don't go down to that courtroom. Pay attention to the fact I said, he told him, don't go down to the courtroom, boy. Now, he said it was going to be a waste of his time. I'm saying, boy, don't go down there. She crazy. Baby, I'm never going to walk up into a jail. They going to have to come and get me. That's a guarantee. Okay? He said okay, but you know he going to go down there. Now, we received Veronica headed into the courtroom. She walking down the hallway, and the maid done called her. She in a panic. According to what we heard, apparently Melissa done tried to hurt herself again, and she done been taken to the hospital. Veronica said, I'll go down there after court. What hospital? And I'll be down there after I leave out of court. Now, she headed into the courtroom, and here come George stopping her, talking about Candace ain't innocent. She said, look, I'm going to be able to prove this real quick, that my client is not guilty. He's like, we got a solid case on her. She said, you want to bet? Come on in here and watch me twerk, okay? Then he starts trying to tell her, look, we went through DA girl's phone records, and she called you. What was y'all talking about? All this time, I don't know. I don't know. He said, I don't believe you. She said, well, I don't know what to tell you, because I don't know. He said, well, you know I'm going to find out. She said, well, go on and do it, George. Do what you got to do. But come on in this courtroom and let me spank that ass real quick, because I'm about to. Okay? Now, in the courtroom, George is saying to the judge that, the way it started off in the courtroom, he was saying that about the warrant that was issued for Candace's house, where they found Quincy's body, right? Well, Veronica is saying, okay, the warrant, I admit that is valid, but the time that the body was discovered, Miss Young no longer owned the property. It had been seized. The title was turned back over to the bank. So they was like, well, what time did that happen? According to the court records, everything switched over from from Candace to the bank at 5. The body was discovered an hour and something later. So she said that if that's the case, anything found after my client was no longer the homeowner is not her responsibility, nor do she have to answer to it. Now, George was trying to say, no, that ain't how that stuff should go. That ain't, they got a rock solid case, and if the judge throw out the body, they have no case, because that's what Veronica was wishing for, was going for. Let's throw the body out. Without the body, ain't no case, because their body is the case. The judge looked at the evidence, and she was just about to go ahead on and throw this here out. When Veronica looked around and seen behind her in the courtroom, it was Jeffrey and that doggone Justin standing right there. She said to the judge, before you decide to go and let Miss Young go, because she ain't got nothing to do with this here, I have to tell you that I do know who killed Quincy, whatever his last name is. My son confessed that he did that. Now, you got George like, wait a minute, hold up. The judge is looking like, are you kidding? By the way, y'all, the judge is Justin's wife. So she done called George and Veronica to the bench, and she like, do you realize what you're saying? George over there like talking about he can he can say that he had ineffective counseling, and she was like, why would he say that? The judge said even I would have used that in a situation like this. She said, look, I'm a sane body. I'm a sound mind, and my son told me that he killed Quincy, so you need to arrest him. He right there. Charlie wind up arresting him right then and there. Okay. He walks down there to his mama. He like really shocked. He can't believe she went this far. He was like, Mom. She said, no, don't mom me. I told you. I told you, boy. She said, now, you wasn't listening when I was telling you. Now I'm not listening when you're talking to me. Enjoy your steak. You're going to be there a while. He walk on off. She looks up again. She looks into Justin's face. As she looking in Justin's face, she tells the judge, Judge, in the matter of my case that you're residing over, I think you may want to, recuse yourself from that. And she was like, under what grounds? She said, these. And when got that remote and flipped that TV on in that courtroom, and it was the video of Jeffrey, well, basically Justin being half naked in Jeffrey's bedroom, well, hotel room, telling him that he love him and he's there, he trying to be with him and all that. And she looked like she about to just break. She said that, she was going to adjourn court or take a recess or whatnot. So after she did that, the woman left off the court. After she done seen her husband out here like that, she gets off the bench, and I'm sure she back there in the court in the judge's chambers crying her good little eyes out. You got Justin standing there still in the courtroom. Veronica is standing there, and George is looking at her like, you evil piece of woman. Girl, you is a hot mess. You done came in here and wrecked shop that fast. Oh, she ain't through. She gets her purse and her belongings and casually molds her way on. I bet she had on all white. I said, you come through, Veronica. You came in your angelic attire to be the straight up devil. But child, she walked past him. Well, she walked past him and stopped and looked at him. She said, see what you did? You did all this because you didn't listen to what I said. Now deal with it. And walked out the courtroom. I said, this lady, baby, this lady here is a hot mess, baby. As that happened, right after that, we see Candace getting out of jail. They handing her belongings. As they handing her belongings, excuse me, her phone rang inside the little bag they had her belongings on. It's Charles. He done apparently got people still watching her talking about how she doing. She apparently had a rough day. She ain't trying to talk to him no more. She got something else in her mind, and she knows she can't deal with him. So she finna leave him alone. Don't call me no more. I'm good. I'm fine. Bye. And hung the phone up with him. Final scene of the night, y'all. Veronica and Melissa driving from the hospital. She done picked her up because she did, in fact, try another suicide attempt. Veronica telling her, look, I'm going to have to take you to a place where you can get some help for this. My place that you can get you some help for this depression or whatever this is you're suffering from. Because, girl, you just not making it easy. I'm offering you the opportunity of a lifetime. And you sitting here doing all of this. Thank God you didn't hurt my grandbaby this time again. But we not going to take another chance, okay? Melissa sitting there. She disheveled and sad as hell. She feel like she down on her luck. Her back is against the wind. All she want to do is make it, but she don't see no way to win, okay? Melissa sitting there, I tell you, y'all, she looked completely crazy. Next thing we know, here comes this truck. We noticed this truck getting mighty close to the back of her vehicle. Now, it wasn't her normal vehicle because she had let Melissa know you've been bleeding a lot lately, so I had to switch cars. But this car pulled up behind this truck. Study slamming into it. She's like, what is wrong with him? He keeps hitting her. She's fighting, as you know, if you get hit rear-ended, you have to really try to fight with their wheel to keep from veering off to the side of the road and rolling off the road. Well, this person is constantly hitting her, but we cannot see who this person is. Melissa begins to laugh. She's like, "What is you laughing at, girl? This person back here is crazy. Who is that?" She said, "Finally, somebody that hates you more than me." And she grabbed that wheel, baby. And her and Veronica tussling. She still getting jammed from the back. Next thing you know, the car, they like coming down this street that's coming off a hill. So they coming down the hill. The car done veered over to the side, flipped 2 times, and landed with the wheels upward. And child, they done had them a wreck. All because Justin been up. Well, we know now it was Justin because he didn't stop to see if they was alive or not. He caused that wreck along with Melissa, and he just cruised right on by the accident scene. Wheels still spinning on the vehicle, just looking, but he keeps it moving, and that's where the show went on. I said, "Come through, power." 50 Cent, Courtney Kemp, the Power Writers. This is how you do a finale. Your main villain should go through something that makes us want to come back to next season, and it shouldn't always be Ghost. I don't know why y'all so crazy about that little Espanada, whatever they call her over there, Valdez Angela. This is how you do a season finale. One of your villains should never not go through something. This is how you do a season finale. Now, Tyler could use some lessons from y'all, but y'all need some lessons from him as well. But that was it. That was all, y'all. That was the season finale of the Have and Have Nots. Remember, the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to rate this video down below. Comment in the comment in the panel section, subscribe to the channel, and share the video wherever it is you see share videos. And I will be back tonight with Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Peace.